With Green Book, on paper, you think, oh, it's like a funny, wacky buddy movie,
yeah.
you know, in the sort of 48 Hours vein, but it's really interesting and there's a lot going on. Was this patently obvious from looking at the pages?
It was the best read I'd had in quite a long time. After the Oscars and Moonlight, I was doing a lot of soul searching, a lot had changed in my life, and I was just really looking for something that I could wake up for. Sometimes you read projects or stories or plays or whatnot, and at least in my mind, sometimes I feel like, oh yeah, I could do that. And when I have that feeling, that's when I know that that's not the project to do. And I think it's really important to have some element of fear in your experience when you're reading something, and so that you know that you're gonna have to sort of garner all your energies and your focus. And so when I read that script, the character scared me a bit because he's just so different from me.
Was the jump maybe to House of Cards, you know, was there a specific moment where your career as an actor went into a different gear and you noticed it?
Yeah. House of Cards, I probably went from second to third year.
Okay.
And that is a jump, believe it or not. When I kind of looked at trajectories and patterns, and if you look at a lot of your favorite actors, that there is sort of a period of time when it sort of needs to happen for them if they have a desire to work in more of a leading capacity. And I felt like I was stuck. And so I began to say no a lot because I hadn't had an opportunity to really work the muscle, and it was getting like no opportunity.
I have so many questions about Moonlight. I'm going to have to cut them down. My favorite scene in that whole film is when the little Chiron is on the table and he finally works up the courage to tell Juan that he thinks he may be gay. And I can't watch the film without crying. It's just that scene. It's just horrifically moving. Shooting that scene, you know, did you know it was a special scene, or is it just the magic of cinema that when we watch the film, it really works?
That's the scene that terrifies you.
Okay. And
And that's the one where you go, ooh, I don't know. Yeah, I knew it was absolutely a special scene, a scene that we collectively had to get right from every point of view.
Insanely exciting news is True Detective. You're in. Can you tell us who you're in it, or?
Yeah. Started working on that a week after I was done shooting Green Book. I play the lead detective. The journey is epic in scope. It's really an extraordinary season. I kid you not, it is the finale episode is the best piece of television I've ever read in my life.